Penguins at the moment are heading to the penalty box like there's an infiltration in their bikie gang and all the cops have shown up to arrest them. You can't take me! You can't take me, pigs! You got nothing on me! Alright! My god, he's 27? How does he do it? Oh, 5 miles still. Don't wanna be. Alright, I feel like we can really will this one. Let's really will this. Ooh. Really direct this at every single Ranger fuckwit fan that is gonna watch this video. Ooh. Pengs win 3-2 and I'm just gonna cock this bad boy. Fuck this. Boom. Huge win despite the fact that the Pittsburgh Penguins gave up 7 power plays and only one of them were scored on by the Rangers. They actually looked really good on that power play and the other 6, the Pittsburgh Penguins dominated play. When I say dominated, I mean Fleury bailed us out over and over and over and over. Over and over and over and over. Over and over and over again. Well, save percentage wasn't that great by the end of the game. It was the saves that he had to make. Rangers were limited to 11 even strength shots this game. Now, I understand there was 14 minutes of power play, so you can take that out of the 60 minutes, but 46 minutes and they managed 10 shots on goal. 11, sorry. 46 minutes and they managed 11 shots on goal. That is insane. The second the Penguins stopped that long stretch pass, they got nothing. They have nothing. Now, I know the score was 4-3. It really should have been 5-2, but Evgeny Malkin at the end, for some reason, decided he wanted to pass it with an open net in front of him. And then Lovejoy missed an empty net as well. But Fleury, how cool was that when Fleury got it up and you're like, oh my god, is he? But so the game starts similar to every other Rangers game that we've ever seen. Derek Stefan gets a little bit of room and bing! Straight past Fleury and in. Definitely not his fault. That is one hell of a shot. But I remember Hagelin scoring a goal like that. I remember Kreider scoring a goal like that. I remember seeing Nash score a goal like that against us. I kind of feel like all of the Rangers forwards, that's their stock standard goal against the Pittsburgh Penguins. Get a little bit of room and then ping! And it was kind of a heartbreaker, really, because it was right at the end of the first period and you're just like, oh no. It's going to be one of those games. And to start off in the second period, the Rangers had the run again, and again you were thinking, uh-oh, this isn't going good. But due to our one power play after giving up 5 of the flippin' things, we got 1 power play. The difference is we made it count. Brendan Sutter with Lundqvist, I don't even know what he was doing, but he left the whole net open. He obviously didn't see the shot when it was up in the air. And then Sutter just... and... goal! And it was 1-1, and all of a sudden you were kind of like, oh, tie game. It's all good now. Well, let's face it, we probably weren't all like that, but there was a chance still, there was a chance. And who saw Hornqvist busting into the zone, like with the sexiest moves ever? And I mean, that shit made me so Hornqvist. Yes! Yes! After all that work, he fires a shot, picks up the rebound, and just puts it out in front to Crosby. Sidney Crosby, I don't think has ever scored an easier goal in my life. He was just like, na, 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 na. Oh, there's a puck here. Yeah, it's just, beep. Oh, sorry, I was on backhand. Beep. And you're kind of like, yes, Crosby's on the board. Big deal, big deal. Big play by Patrick Hornqvist. And I love this guy, and I so hope if, you know, obviously Penguins now lose the next 3 games or something like that, I so hope Hornqvist is still part of this organization and is not traded, because he's a key component for a Stanley Cup winning team. And then you're kind of like, all right, let's just calm it down. Let's just calm it down. Nope! Christopher Kunitz, Mr. Canada himself, passes it to Sidney Crosby, who just sprawls across the ice. Yeah! Somehow gets it in, and it is a 3-1 game, and you are just like, ba-ba-ba-ba. Penguins again eliminated their time and space for most of the game, but discipline again got the better of them, allowing another power play off another stupid penalty. There was 7 in the game. It is way too many. Derek Brassard scored, and that was his second goal of the playoffs, and he's actually looking really good. Every time, he's a real surprise. You sometimes forget that he's on the roster, and then he scores, and you're like, oh yeah, I remember him. but he does it all the time. He's just this weird player that like you just don't think of when you're versing the Rangers, but he just pops up and scores. Mr. Canada himself, the player who put the gold medal team on his shoulders and carried them to Sochi Gold. Who am I talking about? Christopher Kunitz, who scored 1 goal in the Canada game when the game was pretty much done. But I'm calling him Mr. Canada himself. Pops up a nice little goal and makes it 4-2. And then at the end of the game, Nash scored and it became 4-3. But it was a nothing goal. It was like 5 seconds to go. It was actually 3 and then they wound it back. And they were like, no. And that extra 1.4 seconds didn't mean anything because LaPierre scored at the end kind of. But the game was over. And I kind of wish he got a goal. It'd be nice if he got a goal. So the score in the series is 1-1. Tie series, going back to Pittsburgh. So it's open ball game now. Obviously, Rangers still have the edge. Although Lundqvist is not looking as good as Fleury. How amazing is Fleury looking, by the way, compared to the ass fucks that have been the last few playoff runs? How good is he just looking right now? Some of the pucks that he is saving would be immediately in with old Fleury. But this year, I mean, it's only 2 games, but he's been phenomenal. Anyway, that's the whole video, guys. If you liked it and you're not a sub, hit that sub button. If you are a sub, then hit the like button. Tell all your friends, comment down below, who do you reckon wins Game 3 and how are you enjoying the playoffs thus far? I think it's really awesome. Although the Ducks, the little Duckies are beating the Jets 2-0. I'm not happy about that. I kind of wanted I wanted that to go 7. I don't mind the Ducks winning the series, but I wanted the Jets to get a bit more airtime. If they get swept, that's a shame on them. It's a shame, but I mean, that's what happens when you have Pavlik in net. Anyway, guys, thank you and adieu.